Sinovi was not your grandfather's Tambura group. Early on, they ditched the red vest with gold trim for striped shirts and leather neckties, to polo shirts with suspenders, and eventually, no shirts at all. They also lost the pants for shorts, shorter shorts, ultimately, no pants at all. This is a true Tambura story. Influenced by Chicago area groups, the Sloboda Tamburica Orchestra, the Muslin Continentals, and the Star Serenaders to name a few, and being born in the USA, the boys performed American music on their tamburas in addition to the traditional music of the Slavic people. This has enabled them to expand their audience base and the reach of tambura instrumentation outside of typical circles. Sinovi originally consisted of Joe Kieran, Joe Gornick, Nick Gornick, and Frank Horvat, with Steve Kieran joining the group in 1979. However, Joe Gornick was sent to Duquesne University for additional training in the early 1980s. Several other musicians have been in and out of Sinovi, including John Gornick, Mike Gornick, Johnny Mixich, and Joe Perozich. The first Sinovi recording in 1983 featured Joe, John, Steve, and Nick, and a fashionable pink shirt and a black tie with white polka dots. Dave Nanista also performed on this recording. The group began to take its current form when Mark Oreskovich was called up after completing his training as a Duquesne University Tamburitzin. The group, now consisting of Joe, Mark, Steve, and Nick, focused its efforts on a new recording titled Drink a Toast during August of 1986. This vinyl recording now fetches prices as high as $5 per copy. Autograph copies somewhat less. In 1987, Sinovi toured the former Yugoslavia, stopping in several cities. A highlight of their trip was performing with the legendary Janica Balaj. Oh, and skinny dipping in the Adriatic. After Toma Vucinic became Sinovi ready by completing his Duquesne University Tamburitzin training, he joined the group in 1988. Unfortunately, he has had to be sent back to Brazil every winter to work on his percussion. Steve and Nick remain the only current members not requiring the additional Duquesne training. With the group now at 5 members, they continued to play at various venues and recorded 3 new albums: Be Mine Tonight, Dedin Poklon, and By Special Request. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing through these years. The group nearly lost its direction after several missteps. The first was briefly making Toma the frontman for the group, culminating with his performance at the New Orleans Tamburica Extravaganza. Thinking they were pigeonholed as only musicians, the boys then ventured into uncharted waters at the Chicago Extravaganza in 2003.
These boys can dance!
To date, no other group has followed them into these waters. Still trying to enhance their brand, at their 25th anniversary celebration, They introduced their own clothing line to scathing reviews and left many questioning their decisions. After much soul-searching, the group went back to its musical roots and recorded More Than the Music. They have worked hard to avoid more pitfalls and have continued to focus on their music and entertaining skills. As the years have progressed, the boys married, had children of their own, and built their careers outside of music. Tonight, they are being inducted into the Tambura Association of America's Hall of Fame, an honor that has them feeling incredibly grateful and privileged to even be considered alongside other inductees. This is not an endpoint, rather a great milestone on their continuing journey of music, friendship, and love. This has been a true Tambura story.